It's the 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Welcome, everybody. Tension running high here prior to Game 6 of this Round 2 series. Ernie Johnson and Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We don't have any tension here, but certainly there is tension heading in to this next game of the playoffs. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the Hawks in Atlanta. Looking at the Hawks, they were able to make the plays necessary to win Game 5 in overtime. We'll see if tonight's game is just as competitive. Tonight's game, a do-or-die Game 6. Shaq, you've been in a number of games like this one before. How do you prepare?
Well, first of all, you can't start making drastic changes at this point. You have to keep doing what has got you there. Each player knows they got to do, Ernie. Got to go out there and maintain your FOD.
Your FOD?
And that's not short for food, Ernie. It stands for focus on details.
Ooh, I understand. But I was more into, like, what time do you get up in the morning on a game like this?
I don't get up because I don't go to sleep.
Ooh. But how can you be at your best if you're not getting any sleep the night before?
Because the best doesn't need sleep.
Okay, so when do you have breakfast on the day of a game as big as this one?
When you throw the ball in the air, that's my breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Thanks for giving me a straight answer. Kenny, go ahead.
Well, I'm hungry right now, Ernest, but I'll tell you what.
What, for some FOD?
Some FODD. And I'll tell you, know what that is?
FOD.
That's right. Focus on details and direction. Because one thing that you have to do in this is understand what's going on out there and win every quarter and play it quarter by quarter, and then you'll be okay.
Nice, Kenny.
It's about time to take you courtside. I know you can't wait. Shaq can't wait. Kenny can't wait. I can't wait. Kevin Harlan.
Game 6 of the Eastern Conference semifinals here. Welcome back to the postseason action. It's heating up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We've got the Detroit Pistons taking on the Atlanta Hawks. You look at the Atlanta Hawks. It's a win or stay home as they look to keep their raucous crowd to help propel them to a final Game 7 on enemy ground.
A must-win game for them, no doubt. But playing in front of that home crowd, they have every bit of confidence that they can win this game and shift some of the pressure if they can force a Game 7.
So Detroit will get the first possession. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And Detroit looking at who they bring. Jackson and KCP are in the backcourt together. Prez out there with Tobias Harris. And it's Drummond in at the 5, patrolling the paint. And so it's the Hawks putting on the board first. Prez with the bucket.
You got to respect Prez from the interior. He just knows how to get it done down inside.
And so it's Atlanta with it. They come into the game following the win on Sunday.
You can see it in that game, despite the odds going against them. Once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve that they could win.
Well, by that point, their confidence levels were through the roof. They truly knew that they could hang with those guys.
And there's the 3-second violation. Pistons on defense. Shooter kicks to Cephalosha. The Hawks working the ball around. Inside. Here's Muscala. It's deflected.
You gotta respect the D. Prez just spiking the shot back thanks to that amazing reach. Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
When he has the ball in his hands in transition, he always finishes strong, just like he did there.
Here is Howard. Following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. They set the screen. Cephalosha kicks it over to Schroeder. Out left to the wing. Howard dishes to Korver. 5 to shoot. Here's Schroeder. And too long on the shot. Here are the Pistons with the ball. Inside, here's Prez. This is to Jackson. And there's another one for the Pistons.
The catch and shoot, Jay, is lethal when used correctly. Easy to see why Jackson likes it so much.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Kicks it to Schroeder. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds for the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer.
I asked him if he thinks they can muster the energy and effort it takes to win 2 straight elimination games. He said absolutely. But we're not going to think about 2 games at once. We can't think about Game 7. We have to focus on tonight only. Well, that's a true coach, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Just 2 to shoot. Howard kicks to Cephalosha.
And look, you have to give credit to Harris. He is very good at getting his hands up and making shooters feel uneasy.
Jackson passes to Prez. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mike Muscala. That is his first foul of the game. Dishes to Harris. Fires the 3. Jackson misses. Action gone 2 of 6 from the field. Over kicks to Korver. Pass to Cephalosha. He dishes it to Korver. Howard at the elbow. And it's contagious. Pope with the foul.
And I approve that steal.
That is his first foul of the game.
Presidential pardon.
There's the dish to Korver. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Korver's got his first points of the night.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Prez kicks to Jackson. To the middle. Here's Drummond. Rebound by the Hawks. Passes it to Howard. Got a piece of it. Quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Caldwell Pope. Here's Prez. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And that's just remarkable work there on the glass. Prez really battling hard for these rebounds.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Trail by 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Her passes to Muscala. That's tipped. And Drummond kicks to Caldwell Pope. Here's Prez. He can't hit that time.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
That is phenomenal work down there in the thick of it. This is the kind of D you want to see from him every time down the court.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Down low. He kicks it to Drummond. To the paint. It's deflected. Korver against Caldwell Pope. That gives them the lead.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to?
No easy buckets now. Hustle up. Listen up. We've got to
here that need to be adjusted and kind of take a break here and talk it over.
Well, I also think, Greg, he wanted to give his guys a quick breather. They're expending a lot of energy. They're expending a lot of energy out there right now.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Cephalosha. Ejuan Moore comes in for Kyle Korver. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. It's blocked.
He's really had a rough quarter on the offensive side of the floor.
Here's Muscala. And he uses the glass on the layup. Muscala's got 6. Detroit with the ball. Trailing by 4. Smith kicks to Caldwell Pope. That's good from Prez on the assist by Caldwell Pope. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The pass to Howard. The jump hook. Good D by Drummond. For Detroit, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Here's Prez. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Really, Prez is out of this world. His ability to knock down these tough shots despite the contact, that's what makes him so special.
Prince is checked in for Muscala. Detroit also making some changes. Hill, he's checked in for Drummond. Marcus Morris comes in for Harris. And it's Stanley Johnson in for Contavious Caldwell Pope. The Hawks shooting just about an even 40% to start. Here's Moore. Misses off the right iron.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Oh, no, you're right. It's selfish on his part to attempt that. Should have passed it back out and tried to get a better look.
Now, here is Morris. Johnson dishes to Morris. Just 5 to shoot. The shot. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Oh, and when Johnson senses the D is laying off of him, he loves going straight up with the shots, catching the D off guard. Just a very efficient shooter.
Here's Moore. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Smith against Jack. Back to Moore. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Johnson outside. And stolen by Prince. And oh, here we go. Prince has got it. The fast break chance. And the first shot of the night for him missing.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Here's Prez. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
I mean, he's just been huge today for his team. Without his hot shooting, there's no way they'd have the lead.
Prince kicks to Jack. Screen by Howard. Prince setting a pick for Jack. Howard. Hill pulls it in.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
On the wing, Johnson. 50 seconds left in the first. Smith the pass to Prez. Lock at 6. And it's sent back by Howard. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. And the Hawks making a change here. Here's Moore. They've got each one more. Kyle Korver is out there with Prince. Then there's Howard. And it's Schroeder in at the guard position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Prez in their last game against the Hawks was all business. He finished with 27 points and was his usual dominant self on the glass. That was just the latest chapter in what has been a very good stretch of outings for him. Can't afford to take anything for granted going into tonight.
Thanks for the report, David. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that win.
Oh, well, let's see if he gets special attention now by the defense. You know, obviously they saw what we saw, but how much did they try to take away from him early on?
Here's Schroeder. Following the basket by Contavious Caldwell Pope. Schroeder dishes to Korver. Moore outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. That one wide left.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Elbow shot. Rebound, Atlanta. Prince has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. On the wing, Korver, guarded by Harris. Hawks passing it around. Howard in the post to stop the drought. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And just an amazing shot fake there from Howard, effectively bringing the defender off the ground and just going right into the contact. And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
That one is no good.
But he's just having one of those games that you just like to forget about as soon as it's done.
Puts it up from 12. No good on that one. And Atlanta will come the other way. Screen by Howard. Howard setting the pick for Schroeder. Kick out to Moore for three. The offensive rebound, Howard. Good D by Drummond.
He doesn't look like himself right now. Nothing is going his way.
Harris passes to Jackson. Feeds to Prez. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Pass to Drummond. To the inside. Here's Prez. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Prez has got 13 points.
And Prez is the last guy you want to let get hot if you are the defense. When he's scoring like this, the D is in trouble.
Now here's Prince. Screen by Howard. Now the feed to Schroeder. They need this one. It's good.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Pistons leading by 6. Jackson kicks to Caldwell Pope. Dishes it to Prez. It doesn't go for him. Prince with the defensive effort. Korver passes to Prince. Launches a three. And there's Korver on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his third assist on the night. Caldwell Pope outside. Out to the wing. To the middle. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And Caldwell Pope is a guy you cannot leave open at any time. Just a very good shooter from any spot on the floor.
For Detroit, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. Atlanta making some changes. Ken Bazemore comes in for Kyle Korver. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Detroit also making some changes. Bielitsa comes in for Harris. And Smith subbed in for Jackson. Now here's Moore. They set the pick. Shot by Jack. Wide open. Here's Howard. That one goes for the first time tonight, and apparently 8 is enough. Mark him 1 for 8.
Yeah, and when Howard is allowed to get near the bucket, he capitalizes easily on the offensive glass. He sees the game so well.
Here's Drummond, and he makes that one. And the Pistons lead by 4.
The passion, the skill, taking full advantage on the offensive boards.
And Jack kicks to Howard. Prince with a screen on Smith. Jack dishes to Prince. And a great assist by Jack as that one goes in.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Kicks it to Caldwell Pope. Bielitsa passes to Prez. In the corner, Smith with it. Caldwell Pope against Moore. Just 4 to shoot. Pulls it up. Gets the front of the rim and out.
If he can find himself out there, his team will be in fantastic shape to get this win.
Pass to Bazemore. He feeds it to Moore. He dishes it to Howard. And here's Bazemore. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Now here's Prez. Tight defense on him, and the shot is good.
What a passer. You have to commend Prez on how he whips the ball around the floor.
In the corner, Bazemore with it. And the slam dunk by Bazemore.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Atlanta gets called for the foul. The Pistons shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First free throw is good.
And Perez is just brilliant. Just has such remarkable initiative and moves well without the ball.
For the Ike Muscala is checked in for Howard. Cephalosha comes in, and Langston Galloway subbed in for Ejuan Moore. And then for Detroit, Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Morris comes in for Bielitsa. And it's Johnson in for Caldwell Pope. There's Galloway. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. 6 to shoot. Back to Bazemore for 3. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Bazemore's got 5 points now this quarter.
Not really nice there. Poor technique on the screen, but savvy scoring move to save that trip down the floor.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. The Pistons on top. They're up by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Great job scoring in the first half. How were you able to be so effective offensively?
Man, I got to put this on the back of my teammates, you know. They did a great job getting me the ball when I was clearly in the rhythm, and I just tried to keep it going from there.
So you can keep it going in the second half, man. Great start. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Bring it in. We have not won this game yet. Hey, if we let...
And we welcome you back here to the broadcast of the Eastern Conference semifinals. We're seeing a tremendous game from Fred.
I tell you what, it's a pleasure to watch him when he's at the helm, because of that first half, offensively, he was in a zone.
You love the intuition he brings to the game and the leadership he provides for his team. It's what you're looking for out of your top playmakers.
Checking out the group for Stan Van Gundy to start the second half. On the wings, Caldwell, Pope, and Harris. Andre Drummond is out there with Prez, and it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. The dish to Prez. Harris outside. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Prez, no good. The Hawks trail it. Cephalosha with it. Picked up by Harris. Here's Prez. Rebound by Muscala. Muscala's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Shooter kicks to Howard. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Oh, and the defensive chops of Drummond really helping this team. He really cleans house with his shot block.
Prez with the bucket.
He has to take that wide open 3, even though that's not his bread and butter.
The Hawks shooting 40% from the field. This is it to Muscala. He kicks to Cephalosha. They set the pick. The 3 from Korver. Atlanta again missing.
The defense took a big risk leaving him wide open and got lucky. He clanked that outside shot.
Harris misses.
It's not the best start to this half. 1 for 4 is not the start they probably envisioned.
Atlanta again missing. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Picked him clean. Here's Muscala. He's got 10. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. John Lewis. Here's Jack. It's a 10-point game. Now the pass to Cephalosha. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Cephalosha's got 6 points in the quarter. Smith outside. Feeds it to Prez. And a Hard slam there from Prez to finish off the play.
And that's the athleticism that had him so highly touted coming into the league.
Here's Muscala. He's guarded by Hill. Here's Cephalosha. That one off the back iron and out.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Pass to Smith. To the paint. It's deflected. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. From the arc. A rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now the feed to Prez. Dishes it to Smith. Hill, a screen on Jack. Smith kicks to Prez. Not going to go that time. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit. We'll make it. Thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference Semis. They've got Jarrett Jack. Kent Bazemore is out there with Howard. Then there's Etuan Moore, and it's Galloway in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Prez is totally committed inside. A wrecking ball who wreaks havoc in the post.
Free throw good from Prez. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Atlanta. And Detroit with a change here too. Drummond's checked in. He makes 1 of 2 that time. The Hawks trail by 11. Moore with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Here's Schroeder. It's Drummond with the rebound. The Pistons shooting here about 46% for the game. Now here's Prez. He's covered by Bazemore. Prez with the screen for Harris. Kicks to Prez. It's stolen by Schroeder. And the call will be against Prez. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Langston Galloway. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Pistons. Schroeder dishes to Korver. Here's Howard. No good on the shot. Nice D from Prez. Pistons leading by 11. On the wing, Jackson. Harris outside. Pass to Prez. Outside Jackson. No good with the triple.
Oh, even though he has been lost in the shuffle, his team remains in front.
Here's Moore. And so he draws the foul on the shot. Trip to the line to shoot 2. First one falls for him. And so he hits both. A few possessions into the 4th quarter, just over a minute played. Now here's Prez. He's covered by Bazemore. Drummond a screen. Here's Prez. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. That's tipped. Jackson against Schroeder. Up and in on the layup. Detroit leading by 9. Jackson with it. And there's the call on Howard. That's his 5th foul.
That's his 5th foul, and he is just 1 foul away from see you later disqualification.
Here's Drummond. Here's Prez. And he battles for the ball and gets the 2nd chance bucket. Prez has got the lead up to 11 now for Detroit.
Bring it in. Take a seat. Hey, this is what happens when we play our brand of basketball. They cannot stop us. Just keep squeezing that orange juice, gentlemen.
And the Hawks making a change here. Muscala's checked in. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We've got to dial up our effort. Kevin will see if they have enough to get it done.
Now here's Korver. Prez brings the double team. And it's sent back by Drummond. Now here is Harris, guarded close, and finished off by Prez.
I love seeing Perez flush it through. The D looking too terrified to even try to stop him.
Jackson against Schroeder. There's a screen. Lets it go with the three. Rebounded by the Pistons. Drummond's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Nice ball movement by Detroit. The dish to Caldwell Pope. He feeds it to Prez. Fires from deep. Good on the triple. Prez has got 10 points in the quarter.
Oh, he has been an absolute terror this quarter.
Schroeder kicks to Howard. Back to Schroeder. Outside Korver. Howard with it. Now guarded by Prez. Shot clock at 6. Shot to stop the run, and that one's good. Schroeder. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pass to Prez. Howard with the steal. And Bazemore kicks to Korver. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Talk about leading your target perfectly. Nice assist.
Now here's Jackson. There's a screen. He dishes it to Prez. They get it back. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And that's just what Prez does, getting real physical with the D on his shots.
And the first one drops. No good on the second free throw. The Hawks trail by 12. Now Bazemore. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
Yeah, foolish play. He's got to be thinking out there.
Well, that's just a rush decision on his part. He needs to take his time out there and make better choices.
Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Down low, Prez. And finished off by Prez.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
But it's surprising, Kev, to see so little urgency on the defensive side, especially with them losing this game right now.
Now, here's Bazemore. Shot clock at 5. Here's Schroeder. Atlanta again missing. Detroit leading by 14. Prez passes to Drummond. He kicks it to Prez. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. A three-pointer, no good. Atlanta's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Bazemore dishes to Schroeder. Outside Korver, back to Bazemore. To the inside. It's tipped and stolen by Drummond. And here is Prez. Jackson in the corner. Here's Harris. Tries again. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
With every shot he makes, the defense only gets more and more flustered. What a showing by him.
Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Atlanta. That free throw good from Prez.
Too easy out here. Timeout.
timeout. Start it.
Now that's how we play the game.
No game.
Bring it in. Let's go.
Game.
Listen up. We have
there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Oh, well, they have to become more physical defensively and really commit to protecting that painted area.
Now here's Korver. Screen by Howard. Korver kicks it over to Schroeder. And there's a call on Tobias Harris.
I'm Prez,
That'll
and I
be his
approve
second
that steal.
foul of the game.
Presidential pardon.
Schroeder passes to Cephalosha. It's stolen by Harris.
Yeah, they're starting to go in the wrong direction in terms of turnovers. It's slowly becoming a problem.
No good on that one.
Oh, and Jackson is not just a terrific shooter, but a fantastic defender as well, using his great speed on both ends.
The Hawks trail by 18.
Come on, baby, let's get one more.
Here is Korver. Screen by Howard. Korver with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Here's Muscala. Nobody near Schroeder. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. Prez with the ball. The pass to Drummond. Inside. Prez. And finished off by Prez.
Kevin, Drummond is making great strides in his all-around game, spotting his teammates for a clean look at the rim.
Hit his leg. And it's whistled a kick. Stolen by Caldwell Pope.
Ill-advised pass on that one, guys. I mean, he had to know there was a man there in position to get that turnover. That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
Well, they just look sharper out there compared to their opponents, and it's because of how they are spreading the floor on offense.
Now here is Cephalosha. Teardrop shot, and it's sent back by Drummond.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for the Pistons.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category. And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Prez.
He was in attack mode for the entire game. There was no sitting back. He was going to take it to him every chance he got, and they love when he plays with that kind of aggressive mindset.
Here's Galloway. Now here's Schroeder. Pass to Tavares. Just 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Prince. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Yeah, foolish play. He's got to be thinking out there.
Well, that's just a rush decision on his part. He needs to take his time out there and make better choices.
Morris checked in for Dennis Schroeder. And Detroit with a change here, too. Johnson, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Now here's Prez, guarded by Prince. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And the first one at the line is good. Smith hits them both. And the Hawks with possession. Galloway kicks to Tavares. Here's the screen. Moore outside. 6 on the shot clock. And the shot no good, a bit short. Johnson kicks to Prez. From deep. Atlanta with the rebound. Here's Galloway. And so the Detroit Pistons win the series and will move on. A 4-2 victory for them in the second round. And now they find themselves just 4 wins away from a spot, Craig, in the NBA Finals.
And it won't be easy. Conference finals never are. I'm sure they're confident right now coming off of this huge win. But, Kevin, they've still got a lot of work to do before they put their hands on any trophy.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin.
David,
hey,
take
another
it away.
double-double, points and rebounds tonight. Is that something you're coming to expect from yourself at this point every game?
Man, I wouldn't say that, you know. It's important to me to come out and work hard and battle each night, you know. So if I do that and it ends up in a double-double, that's great. But if not, you know, I'm not too worried. I'm just focused on getting that W.
And you did that tonight. Congratulations, man. Thank you.
All right, John.
All right, back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And Ernie Johnson is still in the building, folks, for the postgame show. Coming up next,
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present our Jordan player of the game, Prez. He was a madman in that last quarter. His passion, commitment to winning, just on another level compared to most of the guys out there tonight.
He was a marksman from the field tonight. No wasted opportunities. He would just wait right there and strike when he was open. And there were few misses on his part.
He gave them an enormous lift tonight, make sure they're moving on to the conference finals. He said, you know what, give me the ball, let me go to work. This is barbecue chicken soup play with a diet soda.
So that's the finale of this round 2 series of the NBA playoffs for Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. I'm Ernie Johnson. Now on to what should be an amazing conference finals coming up in just a few days. We will see you again soon.